Hi viewers, it's your very own Nana BEMPA. I bring to you Student Chat, where we are going to talk about life during school and life after school. I have with me here, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to help us talk about life at school and life after school. So, watch out. All right, I welcome you back to Nana BEMPA TV, and I have with me here
Makini Hannah from the Science Department, EP College of Education.
Ernest Mamumbe, Agric ICT Department, EP College of Education, Bimbila.
All right.
Dapa Rebecca, Languages Department, EP College of Education, Bimbila.
Say Emmanuel Ofori, Math and ICT Department, EP College of Education.
Okay, guys, you are welcome to Nana BEMPA TV once again. And as we all know, we are going to talk about life during campus and life after school. Now that you have completed school, and we are going to talk about what is going to happen next after school. So I would like to ask you, what is the most moment you enjoyed on campus? I'll start from Becky.
Basically, there are a lot of moments that I did enjoy it on campus, but there are some peculiar ones that's really meant a lot to me because I have really learned a lot of things out of that, and I strongly believe that as I'm going out, it's going to help me. So what I want to say is, ever since I stepped foot in the college, I've had the opportunity to be part of the debating club, of which I have debated for the school on 2 consecutive times, and I still stand as the defending champion for the school. So in relation to that, I've been able to build up my vocal level, my confidence level, that I promise myself that wherever that I'm given the platform, I will be able to excel.
All right, thank you, Becky.
Okay, on my part, when they say college, when they talk about college, I think college is not just a school. Like college is the people that you meet when you come to school. When I came to school, I met a couple of people, some friends that I was able to move up with from day one. Someone will say that from day one it's been God, but to me, it has not only been God, it has been some friends of mine also. Steady meetings, steady groups, time we spend together to talk about things and learn are the most cherishable moments I have, and I'll continue to have after school. So friends that I met here are the most cherishable moments I'll ever have.
All right, Hannah.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Honestly speaking, I've had a lot of joyous moments being in college here. I didn't know I'll be coming here though, but God being so good, I'm here now, and then I've experienced a lot, most especially being in the singing group. It has really helped me a lot in terms of my vocals, being in front of audience and all that. It has really helped me a lot with friends all around me, enjoyment, group discussions, group studies. It has really helped me a lot. And I know I'm going to miss all these things in the college. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful.
All right, thank you very much. Like they rightly said, I've also have very memorable moments on campus, and I will start by looking at some cut crossing issues during our academic times, like lectures. You know, there were moments of gender issues, political issues, and socio-economic issues that, apart from the academic work, were raised, and then it helped build our confidence level and to express our wider knowledge about those areas. And also to talk about the people that we shared the best moments with, the friends that we spent time with. In fact, they were very, very memorable to me, and I'll be missing them a lot, and I hope to get to enjoying more of them even after school.
All right, all right. Now, you know, life at school there are a lot of people who impacted so much in our lives during college. So I would like to ask you guys that um, what are who most impacted in your life at college?
Um, you know, if I'm actually to talk about like those particular people that really had impact on my life, I think I might not be able to talk about it. I don't want to shed tears though, but I'm still trying to recall a lot of things that I went through whilst I was in this college, and I know a lot of people will bear witness with me that I have been through a lot, absolutely, and sometimes I see it to be a journey that I am embarking. And there's one particular person that I really love to talk about, and he has really been a great impact in my life, which is the reverend of the college, because there were moments that I went through a lot of things and I didn't know what to do, to the extent that I I actually departed from the way of the will of God, and I was forced to do things that I was not supposed to do. But he was the one person that came to my aid physically, spiritual. I had to turn to him, and he was there for me. So absolutely, even if I don't have anybody to talk about, I think he's the one person that I need to talk about, which is the reverend of the college. Thank you.
All right, brother Iman.
Okay, people who impacted my life in the college. I would say that both friends and foes really did impacted my life. But there is these personalities. First of all, I really made mention of friends being college to me. But there have been instances where my abilities, my talent, have been utilized by people, and through them it has been projected to a whole new level. Who I was 2018 when I came to school, I'm different now, and I can only give these gratitude or appreciation to some people. There is this man in our college. He's currently the vice principal of our college, Mr. Seidu Anas Salifu. He has been a very man who I can own all my thanks, all my journey through college to him. Like, he really saw something in me. He really saw some great in me, which I didn't even know it was there. He projected it to a certain level that has really made me who I am. Some people know me of some things that I'm able to do, especially when it comes to tech. I can also say that it is through him that I was able to be exposed to that front. Also, one tutor, Mr. Tahiru, he has also been one man who also saw one greatness in me. These two personalities have been like two fathers that I ever wanted. Like the father I'm having at the house, I didn't even know that coming long way from house, I will get the same kind of fathers here. I will give all my thanks to them. Lastly, my friends. Charlie, these guys have done well. Oh. I swear. I was, words cannot explain. They have really impacted me to a whole new level. Fight, misunderstanding, quarrels, love. Charlie, only God knows, Nana.
All right, before I come to you, Ernest, who most impacted in your life at college?
Thank you once again, Nana. I don't know whether it is coincidence that the person who most impacted my life is the same person who impacted Sister Becky's life, and it was very emotional when she was sharing the person who mostly impacted her life. It is the same person, Reverend Mawusi, and I think this is the first time I'm mentioning it here, even on live TV, and probably if he had a chance to watch, he's going to appreciate that. This thing Reverend Mawusi has been saying since level 100. He's been telling us how hard life was to him during his college days, and how he will go and work somewhere very hard after vacation to be able to make ends meet. And then he was bitterly complaining how students weren't working hard in order to get money to pay their school fees. And so it was a challenge to me each and every time he enters class. He would teach very well, but immediately he wants to talk about non-payment of school fees. I put my head down the table because it was hard for me. And I was looking at how harder I was working. I was like, this man, you don't know how hard some of us are trying and it's not working. But I did not look at only the negative part of it, like him thinking we are not working harder, but I took the challenging part of it, that I was going to do much more better so that I will be able to make ends meet. So I started applying some of the things that he said. I'll travel down south most often to go and do some casual works in order to be able to pay my school fees. And so if today we are saying we have completed our 8/8, I think we owe him a very great gratitude for putting that challenge to many of us. I believe might have had that opportunity to change their life. So he's the number one person who has really, really impacted my life positively. Thank you.
Okay, thank you once again. For me, I'm one type of person who really learns a lot from people. You might not really see it in me, but then when I get associated with you, I really study you, and then I pick certain things from you. From my friends, I pick things from them. From any other person I come across, because when I came here, I got a chance to move outside campus, still in Bimbala town here, but outside campus to other churches and other things. But then I learned a lot from so many people, and they really impacted a lot of things in me. One person I would like to acknowledge is Reverend Felix Agidipo. I've not been that close to him though, but I really admire him. His dedication, hard work. In fact, the man is too much. Seriously, he's too much. And then I really admire, he doesn't know, but I admire him so much. I always think that I'm a person with few words. So when I came here, I noticed that he's also a person with few words, but very powerful. So I always say, wow, I really like this man because his words are few, but very powerful, very touching. The Bible says, pierce through the heart. So those are just his words. So I really admire him, and then he has really imparted a lot into me. And I'm praying that wherever that I go, no matter what I do, with the words I speak, it should really impact people's life also. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your wonderful answers. Now that we are going out, I would like to ask you guys that, are you going to still continue living in the same home with a family? Or if no, why? And if yes, why? I would like to start from Ima.
No, why? This time you begin from me. Okay. I thought people would be saying something and I'll be stealing their response. All right. Well, I would say it's a yes and a no. It will depend. We are going out. Yes, from here we are all going to the various houses that we came from to college. But after college, I'm looking at posting, which is national service, and maybe permanent posting after national service. If I'm being so lucky and being posted to my community, I will gladly stay with my parents. I'm a young blood. I'm a youth. So I won't like to cause other expenses, whilst we all know that in the struggling economy, you need to be a little bit economized so that you can stay in this hard economy. So yeah, I'll gladly stay with my parents if I'm to be posted to my community for economy's sake. But if I'm to go outside my community, I'll also gladly get my apartment, then move on with life, see how life can carry us. Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to move to
Okay, to me, it will be a yes, depending on where I'm being posted to. If I'm being posted in my community, I'll definitely stay with my parents. For me, I stay with my mom, so definitely I'm gonna stay with her. But then if I'm being posted outside, why not? I think it's time for me to also live a life that I'll know that, oh, wow, I'm also doing well. Whatever knowledge that I've gained here, at least I'm putting it into practice. So if I'm if I'm to stay with my parents, I'll stay with them. Moving out, I'll move out too. But I wish I'll be posted in my community. So I'll be with my mom. I love her so much. Unless I'm married, then I move away with my husband. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and married. All right, Ernest.
Okay, thank you once again. I think for the time being, it is yes, because after here we are all going to our various homes, and so I'll be going to stay with my parents. And it has also been a very long time I went home to actually spend, some good moment with the family. So I'm going to stay with them for a while. And like everybody rightly said, national service is also approaching, and we will not know where we might be posted to. So we would like to embrace anything that comes our way, where we are being posted to the hinterlands, far away our comfort zones. We will say yes to that, trying to adapt to new environment. So whatever comes our way, we'll accept it in good faith. But for the time being, we'll be with our families for a moment. Thank you.
All right, now that all of you are saying yes, I know my big woman here will say no. So let's get to her and see.
But why you definitely say I'm going to say no?
I know you're going to say no.
Because the Bible says, "Speak the truth, and the truth shall set you free."
Okay.
So, and I believe that we've been here for a very longer period, especially me, because whilst you guys were away, I was still here. So I've been here like since May till this time. So your question is either we are going to stay with our parents or no. For now, basically, I am not going straight home. Yes, I want to go and spend some time with my husband to be for this short period. Good. So maybe after, before December, then I will move back home and be with my dad, because I have this strong relationship with my father that for a very longer period I've not been with him. So I want him to experience my journey of success, whereby I would go and share the experiences I had on college with him. So after then I'll be looking forward to my national service posting, of which maybe because I want to get exposed to life outside, I would definitely be having the opportunity of doing it at the big cities. Yes, that is what I'm planning to do after school.
All right, guys. Thank you for your wonderful answers. And also, I would like to also ask you that now that we have not been graduated, how are you expecting life after graduation? Okay, let me start from.
Okay. Life after graduation should be a great one. For me, it should be a great one. I'm really expecting a lot, because coming here, I've come to learn a lot. I've gained much insight into the teaching profession, with all the knowledge being impacted to me. I'm really expecting life after graduation to be excellent, because I know God's will for me, and then His will for me is something that I can't even comprehend. But I believe that living here and then after graduation, I'm going to be posted, definitely. So I'm really expecting a lot, and then I know that it's going to be a great one. Thank you.
Okay, Brother Iman.
Well, life after graduation is, to me, very big one. As Hannah rightly said, I being in her shoes also expect a lot life after graduation. I expect to be posted for one, for national service, but I expect also to continue with my entrepreneurship businesses and ideas. I expect life to be a little bit easy on me, because someone said that I don't appreciate the little things. I'm trying to appreciate these little things. So I want life to be a little bit easy for me. Life, I beg you, please do well. I expect life to be a little bit easy for me. But whatever the case is, I expect greatness. I expect something better. I expect good. I expect something that when I look back at this year, 2022, I can say that I have made it or I've gone far. Yeah, I expect a lot.
Okay, my dear. What would you do if life after graduation does not go as planned?
Okay, thank you very much, and I'm glad for asking this question. Permit me to just share some few stories because, you know, some of us, we came here to meet as one fraternity, but we all came from different places. And I would say that personally, I have actually been through a university life before coming to college. So life after university was worse. That was when we decided to take another decision of buying college forms to come here. So I looked at so many things. I weighed a lot of things before coming here. And coming here, like we rightly said, I've experienced a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of changes. And due to the courses that we had and we read, in relation to my course, I read something about feminism. So I know how to coin myself. So I believe that if life after graduation does not fit to my interests, there are a lot of alternatives that I can still choose. That is why whilst I was here, I was still doing a lot of things out of college as my second alternative. So I believe that if life after graduation does not go well for me, there's still another alternative that I'll switch into, and it will be very excellent for me as well.
All right.
All right. I'm a Christian, and I always like the scriptures to guide me. The Bible does says there is an end, and the expectation of the righteous shall not be cut. The Bible also says that there is a way that seems right unto what? Unto man. It said, but the end thereof are ways of death. And so I know we are all having plans, but then there are plans that probably might not go our direction. So expectations are very high for me that life should be easy on me, like my brother rightly said there. Yes, because it's not been easy. But one thing about life is that we take the non-easiness of life, we take them as stepping stones instead of what? Stumbling blocks. So the greater the challenge, the greater the problem, the greater the testimony. So we are looking at life in a different perspective. Like whatever comes our way, if it is the will of God, we should be able to know that this is the will of God and say yes to it. So it's not going to be something of plan A and plan B. I really trust God that wherever the Lord is going to lead me, I still believe that the Bible also says we should not lean on our own understanding, but in all our ways we should acknowledge Him. Then He will direct our path. So when we come to that crossroad where our plans are not fitting the way we wanted it to go, then we have to trust this thing, our plans, our abilities, everything into God's hands, so that when we come to that crossroad, God will be able to direct us. So I can't really say much, but I believe life is going to be great, and my expectation will not be cut short. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Then again, I also want to ask you guys, were you doing any kind of work in support of your education at college? If yes, tell us.
Well, I think this one is a very factual question. Maybe people who are watching and don't know me might need this answer, but my colleagues or people of EP College of Education knew I was doing a little bit of work in support of my education. I was having this printing press that I was doing, which really came in handy. As I said one person, the vice principal of the college. Yes, he's also this. He's also the person who gave me this opportunity to have a work during my time in college. Yes, I was a printing press manager. Let me put it that way. Yeah, and it was fetching us a little bit of coins, which help us in our feeding, taking care of ourselves. It also help our family because at least we are not bothering them too much. Again, we're able to do something for ourselves. Moreover, we're also in a little bit of farming, crop farming. That's what we're also doing at the house. These were the two things that I was doing whilst I was in school to support my education.
All right, Ernest.
Well, as of now, I do not have any job or work that I do that really earns me money. But then, whilst in school, I was traveling down south to do some casual works to support my education. Um, like as an IT guy, and it's quite interesting that from a village where even in primary school we weren't having computers, today I'm able to use my phone to do stuff, but then I've not been able to monetize that part of it. Like, it will amaze you, I've been able to use my phone to do obituary posters, to design certificates, to design wedding invitation and a lot of stuffs. So I'm not having any work that is earning me money, but I believe in the near future, these things that I do, I'll place value on it, then I'll be able to monetize whatever I'm doing out of it. So that is what we were doing.
All right, my dear, were you doing something in support of your education?
Yeah, actually, there's a saying that wherever that you find yourself in every environment, you study the environment and you look at what is needed in the environment. So, whilst we were going on our program session, I was talking to my friend, one of the best pals college gave me, and I'm proud of it, Aaron Nati. So I was talking to him about the fact of why Bimbila is having this food problem. Even though it was just a normal conversation that we were having, it was just a fun conversation. So I was discussing it with him, telling him that why don't I come out with something like a food business where we are going to have it as a delivery session and see whether it's going to work. Trust me, it wasn't easy because you know where we are coming from. You're coming from southern and dwelling in the northern aspect, and you want to take over the environment. It wasn't easy. So I think I talked to one of these level 200 guys, and he designed this for me, and I started. It wasn't easy. I was cooking the food in my small room, and somebody will call and you have to deliver the food, and I wasn't having any means. It even got to a time I had to borrow our own Mr. Taidu's wife's motorbike to be doing my delivery, not to fetch anything but something small. And people will just see you and they'll basically judge you. Oh, why are you doing this job? You're coming from this family background, you look good all the time, but why are you doing this job? But trust me, you don't have to depend on someone to become who you are. Even though you are coming from somewhere of which you do not need any help, but doing something on your own builds who you are. So I took that initiative of doing that food business whilst I was in college, and trust me, it got to a time I was feeding these lecturers on campus. They will come and I'll be in the same class with them, and they'll be ordering food, and I'll leave class and I'll go and package the food, and I'll bring it, and it's actually helped me, and that's got me the name Assorted. Thank you.
All right, my dear, you also have something to tell us.
Yes. Okay, actually, beginning my training here, my schooling here, I didn't start anything. But as time went on, that was during our six months vacation. I was at home and then I was like, so this 6 months vacation, what am I going to use it for? Am I going to stay in the house as always, sleep, eat, Adidas, as some people will say? Is that what I'm going to be doing? So I said to myself, no, I'm someone who loves this makeup things. So I went into cosmetology, and then I learned how to dress people, most especially makeup. I learned it, and then coming back to school, I kept it into practice. So as at now here, if you come to me, you want to look beautiful, I'll make you look very beautiful. So I thank God. I thank God because my dad is someone who doesn't want us to stress ourselves that much. He only wants us to focus on schooling. But then I thought, no, because sometimes I'm in school and then I call for money, it's not coming. So what can I do to help myself? At least I should do something. And then I went into it, and as at now, I thank God that I'm also a beautician. Thank you.
All right. You know the reason why I asked this question? There are so many people watching us that they have it in mind that when you are at college, you can't do anything in support of education. But you guys have made it clear to us that whilst you are schooling, you can also make something out to help your education. So I like the fact that you have answered the questions very nice. And we are going for commercial break. We will come back. All right, we welcome you back on Nana BEMPA TV. And as our sister rightly said that she is a singer, we are going to allow her for her to sing one song for us.
Okay, thank you very much. See the way you love me. See the way you care for me. You carry my matter for your head, oh. In a male up in a song, like a little baby. You watch over me, oh. You know they carry me, they play, oh. In a male up in a song. Hobina summer in a male pina song.
All right, thank you very much, Sister Hannah. On behalf of all of us, I would like Becky to say something to the audience out there.
Okay. First of all, we would like to thank Nana BEMPA TV for giving us such a great opportunity. In fact, it has been the grace of God 4 years ago from 28th of October till that of yesterday. We do not have anything to say, but all we say is we give thanks and adoration to the Almighty God for bringing us to this far. We are leaving to our various destinations. We do not know what the future behold of us, but I strongly believe that the Lord God is going to be with us and we are going to excel in prosperity in every aspect of our life. And finally, I will entreat everyone to subscribe to Nana BEMPA TV because he has a lot to offer to the youth. He has a lot to offer to the youth. Nana BEMPA TV, thank you so much for giving us such a great opportunity and we really do appreciate. Thank you a lot.
Thank you.